Support for the Leadoff on WGLT and WGLT.org comes from the Central Illinois Regional Airport. The airport team strives to make air travel accessible to all through the Sunflower program, allowing individuals to self-identify when they need more assistance. More on the Hidden Disability Sunflower program at CIRA.com.
A new grocery store has opened in a part of Bloomington that hasn't had one for years. It's one of the things you need to know to start your day for Tuesday, September 16th. I'm Ryan Denham, and this is WGLT's The Leadoff. Now let's lead off with a social media post that may have put a McLean County nursing home employee's job in jeopardy. Here's WGLT's Lauren Warnicki.
McLean County officials say they have swiftly and severely addressed a social media post made by a McLean County nursing home staffer. A nurse posted a message seemingly to approve of the killing of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. The post in part said, quote, "I have no problem with him being dead since he didn't have a problem with others dying by guns." While not referencing the post directly, nursing home administrator Tim Wiley says the post, quote, "does not in any way reflect the views of McLean County and the McLean County Nursing Home." When contacted by WGLT, Wiley did not say specifically what disciplinary action was taken, if any. McLean County board member Corey Byrne chairs the board's health committee, which oversees the nursing home. He says he fully supports Wiley.
Administrator Wiley does a fabulous job running nursing home. He has our 100% backing, and we're gonna back whatever call he decides to make on this one.
And regarding free speech rights,
people are free to criticize it. People are free to support it, but we have to think of the consequences of those words as well.
Byrne asks for using more careful language during a tense time.
These are difficult times, and emotions are hot, and people certainly feel very close to the individual that died, and his message resonated with a lot of folks. In these fraught times, we have to be very careful about our rhetoric.
NPR reports dozens of people across the country have been fired, disciplined, or face pressure to resign over posts using boastful or critical language when referring to Kirk's assassination. For The Leadoff, I'm Lauren Warnicki.
Here are some other stories we're following in the WGLT newsroom. Governor J.B. Pritzker says the number of threats he's getting has skyrocketed in recent days. A day after Charlie Kirk was fatally shot, an alt-right influencer filmed himself outside of Pritzker's Chicago home. McLean County government is hosting 3 public feedback sessions as part of its strategic planning process. First one is 7 o'clock, September 29th at the Government Center, followed by 2 more on October 1st. And enrollment continues to decline at Western Illinois University. The official headcount this fall is 5,337. That's a drop of nearly 1,000 from last fall. A new student recruitment chief begins work there next month. You can find more on these stories at WGLT.org. A new grocery store has opened in a part of Bloomington that hasn't had one in years. WGLT's Eric Stock introduces you to the owners and their mission to serve a community where they no longer fear for their safety.
The Alzabdia's path to Bloomington started 16 years ago at a grocery store they owned in the South Deering neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. Nidal Alzabdia was closing the store for the night. When he got into his car, a man came to his window, put a gun to his head, and demanded money.
So I took off. The time I took off, the gun moved from my head and shot me in my arm. So my arm stopped working, I crashed.
Alzabdia nearly bled to death. He says a responding officer used his uniform as a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. The gunman turned to the other side of the car and shot his wife in the leg. This wasn't the first incident of random violence the Alzabdias had encountered at the store, but it would be their last. Nadal's wife, Debrana Alzabdia, was traumatized and says she was tired of running for their lives.
Went to human resources for therapy to try to get over being scared of coming outside. I had agoraphobia to even come outside, and it took me years to actually go to my mailbox.
They'd had enough. The couple sold the store, left their home with everything they could carry onto a train, and went as far south as they could go with the money they had.
Everybody got some clothes, and we walk out from the house all the way to Bloomington. Where are we going? We didn't even know nothing.
The Alzabdia family arrived in Bloomington Normal, a place they'd never heard of, with $16 left. That was 16 years ago. They've never left. They stayed for a while at the Home Sweet Home Ministry Shelter, where Matt Burgess, now the CEO, helped them get settled.
Matt truly, truly saved our lives. I don't know if my kids and everybody else feel like that, but when I came here, I was in a lot of trauma after getting shot.
While Debrana Al-Zabdiya was still getting regular counseling for that trauma, an incident early after their move to Bloomington helped her realize she really was in a different place. Al-Zabdiya was lost one day and went to see Bloomington police for help.
And it was Sunday, and I went to the police department, and the lady came on through the intercom and stated, no, if it's not an emergency, we're on call if there's something. And I was like, so you're closed? She's like, yes, we're closed. I've never seen that. I was totally astonished.
Fast forward to 2025. The Al-Zabdiyas decided it was time to open a grocery store in Bloomington, yet they were surprised to learn that much of West Bloomington does not have easy access to a grocery.
And I'm saying, this is a beautiful place to be. I don't believe there's somewhere in this town that somebody's struggling to find a banana or a fresh orange.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture defines much of southwest Bloomington as a food desert. Those are lower-income areas with limited access to healthy and affordable food. So in late August, the Al-Zabdiyas opened South of Chicago Groceries. It's a small neighborhood store across the street from Miller Park. They sell soft drinks, snacks, cereals, ramen, lots of canned food options, and various household supplies like detergent, paper plates, and toilet paper. There's one rack of fresh fruit with bundles of peaches, oranges, lemons, and avocados as you enter. Debrana Al-Zabdiya says milk, soda, and fruit are their best sellers. They can't buy much fruit because they have nowhere to chill it, so it has a short shelf life. The store is open 7 days a week from 9 to 9. The couple staffs the store with the help of a son and daughter. They hope to open a restaurant in the other part of the building soon. These are ambitious goals in a neighborhood where many are struggling to make ends meet. Debrana Al-Zabdiya says she believes they can make a difference with a friendly face and by truly serving their customers. Al-Zabdiya sees the grocery store as filling a vital community need, just as the community has helped her and her family.
Bloomington has been a lifesaver for me and my family.
And while the store name gives a nod to her hometown, Chicago, Al-Zabdiya says she's now proud to call Bloomington home. I'm Eric Stock.
Before we let you go, the Heartland Community College Board meets tonight, starting with a 5 o'clock workshop and then the regular meeting at 6:15. On the agenda is a vote on the fiscal year 2026 budget. And that is it for today. I'm Ryan Denham. The show is produced by Cheyenne Brown. You can subscribe to the Leadoff on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.